What's going on, guys? Welcome to day 25 of CityCraft. No, 24 of CityCraft. I'm sorry. Some cool stuff, something going on today. I'm finally going to show you guys the RPG world and kind of a brief, demonstration of it. So we're at spawn, and one of the things I want to point out is it is always daytime here now. It's the build world, so in here it is always daytime. So there's also no mobs in the build world, so you can play in this one as much as you want. It's kind of hard to die, and that's just how we're gonna do things here from now on. Actually, no, it's not any harder to die than it was before, but this world's gonna be pure creative. I mean, it's closer to a creative server now than it has ever been, but as time goes, you might add stuff in. Like, there is no mobs, no animals, nothing. The only way to get those is to go to the RPG world, which we do plan to keep free. A lot of users like the RPG world, which is good because we did spend some time on it, and one of our new plugins is in there, and it's just an amazing plugin that the users who have been able to test it have really enjoyed it, and I'm gonna tell you guys how to get there. So I think this is my testing for the Skyworld stuff. Okay, so one of the plugins we have now is Demigods. Which direction is this? Okay, so go west. I need to connect these roads. So go west, and you can go ahead and go up here, or you can just type / warp RPG, and you'll see this boat. SS Tankman built this boat. He did a nice job on it, in my opinion. Some users may not like it. I know a couple of people that don't, but to them I say, well, the purpose is, it's just a decoration, in my opinion. It's just to hold a portal to the RPG world. To get to it, just right click, anyone can do it, and click the button. Now, once you click the button, just walk on through, and here we go. It is nighttime right now, and that's not good for my video. So, here we go. We have some animals in here, as you see, and this is the cool thing. It's called, let me type / forsake and Zeus. Now, this is called, what is it called? Crap, I forgot. Okay, so it's called Demigods, and Demigods is basically, it adds a Greek mythology thing to the RPG world only. Any commands that is associated with this you cannot use anywhere else. Now, other than the RPG world, of course. Now, at the moment, I only have support for the 3 gods, and once I add in more, you guys will know. I'll put up a tutorial on the website on exactly how to join each god. Each one has a different setup you have to do. Like Poseidon involves water, of course, because he's the god of the sea. Hades involves dirt for whatever reason, and Zeus is just air. And you need an iron block to join any god. Each god gives you powers. This is kind of what today's video is going to be associated with, and with powers, it just adds a whole new fun aspect to this. Again, this is PvP. It's enabled here, and let's pick a god. My personal favorite is Hades, but a lot of people like Zeus and Poseidon as well. To view info about gods, type DG gods. And it'll tell you how to get each one. So gods grant 1 passive ability and 2 active abilities and an ultimate. So, and then it says you may only choose 1 primary god. To select a god, place an iron block and click it while it is surrounded with a 5x5 square of a single material. Then it says for Zeus, surround it with air, Poseidon with water, Hades with dirt. Again, I'm going to put up tutorials for the gods later, maybe tomorrow or as soon as I get the chance. So type / DG god list. No, crap, misspelled. Okay, and it'll tell you what are the primary and minor gods. I'm not exactly sure how to get to the minor gods. I think it's like 10,000 favor, which I'll teach you how to do, and whatnot. So anyway, let me go ahead and just join Zeus. So let me do that, because I think Zeus, it has a lot of power. So we need an iron block. That is number 1. Now, what you need to do with it is make sure there is a 5x5 block of air around it. So that's just about placing it anywhere with a clearing of 5x5, which you can find just about anywhere on the server. Let me just create something real quick. Let's just not do that. Okay, so let's just do it here, for fuck's sake. And once you click it, it'll say you have been accepted into the lineage of Zeus. I'm trying higher quality. I'm not sure how it'll look, by the way, but I like it. I haven't actually seen it yet, but it's and it's not making me lag any worse than it was on half size. So anyway, so now that we're at Zeus, you see, if you paid attention, behind the portal to get here, we had the 3 shrines. Basically, they're shrines, but you can't do anything with them except for teleport. So what you want to do, you want to take the thing you're with, the god you're with, and right click any of the diamond blocks, and you can't steal them. If you try to, you won't even get the drop for it, and I will be notified. So, and you can only mess with it, can't even teleport if the god's not yours. Like if I try to right click Poseidon, it'll tell me I can't do that. If I try to do Hades, it'll tell me I can't do that. Okay, so, and then if I try Zeus, it will actually warp me to a real Zeus shrine. So here we go with Zeus. We can, you see the chest for tributes. It says regions protected by Zeus, only I can use it. And right click any of the diamond blocks to take you back to the main one. And then to do this, let me just test something. Diamond block. Okay, so you right click, you place in your favor or your tribute, then you exit, and then this is important, you have to click the block, and then Zeus will accept it, and based on the item's rarity is how much you a favor you'll get. Now favor can be used to access the powers, whether it be let's just type DG God Zeus. You can do that with any of the gods. No you can't. DG God Zeus. Let's try that one. Okay, and I'll tell you what I can do. I can do lightning, I can do lift, and I can do storm. Each one costs a different amount. So let's do so let's see. Let's go / lift. I haven't actually tested this one yet. So lifting has been turned on. Who is in here? Let's hope Assess Tankman is in the I should be able to click. And there we go. He's dead. So that's pretty cool. That was just a test. So there we go. I like that. And we can also do storm. So anyone who is not with, let me turn off lift. So anyone who's not with Zeus, they cannot, they will be striked. Anyone that's not with Zeus. And actually, here's a perfect example of Hades. So Zeus protected me from 0.5 falling damage. Zeus's passive ability is to protect you from falling damage. You click. Okay, so this is where the iron block would go for Zeus, in the middle of 5x5 of dirt. So I would just, if you want to try that, you can. He's building a castle, which is pretty cool. And Poseidon, he has his own abilities, and he can do some cool stuff. Like, you can breathe underwater, I think. There might be some glitches with that. With a certain amount of favor, you can breathe underwater and break blocks instantly. No, naturally you can breathe underwater. I know with Hades, skeletons and zombies, you are immune to them only in this world, though. All powers only apply to this world. So, what else does Zeus have? So, God list Zeus. Let's try it. No, fuck. DG God Zeus. Okay, and we have lightning, which you guys all know I can use that. And then you just click it. And there we go. So that's pretty cool. Anything, your pal. That's nice. And then you can click it. You can also bind it to a tool. Like, just type / bind lightning. No. / DG. And let's do general. Okay, and then it'll tell me how to bind shit. Oh, DG bind. I'm still new to this plugin, so it says DG. Oh no, it's lightning and then bind, and then it's bound to dirt. So now dirt will work for lightning. Fucking thing. Okay, so there we go. And then, but it won't work if I do it with something else. Like, 1 second. Spawn mob sheep. Like, if I try it with this, it shouldn't work. No, it won't work. So that's just a basic rundown of the plugin. Again, more detailed tutorials on how to do everything will be in the website pretty soon. So there we go. That is just a brief explanation of everything. So I guess that's it, guys. Catch you guys tomorrow for day 25. So later. Where's the button? Here we go.